should be everyone as far as teleports go. We're here with the Rotsmods. Not the Rotsmods, what am I on?
Rockstar?
Yeah, no, the Stadium Truck. Sorry, it's something else very American. I think there is 8 of them on track, which I think is about as much as an average field, come to mind of it. Something a little different for this track compared to the other ones. We're gonna go a little fly around. That's why my car is revving. I'm flying around. Okay there. There is an existence of ramps there. You see a ramp there. You see a ramp coming into the hairpin, and on the bottom of the hill, and then on the front stretch. Turn down the music here so we can hear the cars. We're gonna have 5 laps of qualifying and a 20-lap race. We're hosted here mainly by APK step 5E2.
Okay.
We have one pace lap here go where the driver kind of goes.
This is qualifying, right? Okay.
I also need to check to see if I'm in the streaming too. Again, missed the jump. If you flip, then I'm not going to help you. You're not listening, so yeah. If it's unavoidable, obviously, then don't have to. We're just trying to get this under pace lap going, way around the hairpin. There's the hairpin jump there.
Oh my god.
I understand you take the jump on this track. Because there's a taking on. Here's pace. Green flags out on track. Side by side between Deal and East 951. 3 flags out. We have our laps running down. East 951 to the lead here. The hill. Looks like there's a third truck there behind. That must be Jack Pro PC. I'm gonna have to read myself. So I can view everyone.
You'll do qualifying because I can't check the times.
There's actually a board there on the parking lot, just so you know. We're gonna watch here. Got our first jumpers. And the first laps are in. Jack Pro PC currently quick time. So you can see him running up with the red car, or with the red truck. Makes his way up the hill, down the crest, purple sector 1, although it gets taken away by Twin Turbo V6. Twin Turbo V6 currently in the running. As they make their way over the ramp there, Jack Pro PC leading us off by a pretty good margin. Makes our way up into the hairpin. And now I'm going to just wait down the hill. Jack Pro PC. X951 being side by side there with the yellow truck. That might be the truck of Aris Netta, as they are running in what would be position-wise 3rd place. Now the first full laps have been completed. The second lap by, and Jack goes faster to 47. Muffin's second fastest on the board, but gets overtaken by Twin Turbo V6 for the 2nd place. 4th place is Aris Netta. Crucian 5th place. Hotshot Prime has yet to set a lap time, though he looked really quick during our practice session. Had a little less fortune. If you guys do flip, do let me know, and I'll try to be there to fit you. As all a bunch of SLC regulars in the field. See Joe Ross sporting the. There's Netta here with a purple sector 1. Sector 2 looks pretty good as she makes her way down the back straightaway into the chicane. She's closing in a little bit here on Twin Turbo V6 to make their way into the front straightaway. Aris Netta, will she be any faster? Jack Pro doesn't improve. Aris Netta, though, she moves up to 3rd place. Got a purple sector 3. Sector 2 wasn't the greatest. Though she's closing in little by little here on Twin Turbo V6. Hotshot Prime also Looking to be on route to set something. He goes up to 6th place. East 951, the only truck here currently without a time. He also will start in the back due to his penalty given through the Rossbar race. GTI race, excuse me. Nearly spins out there on the ramp, but he keeps it going. Runs 1 lap down. Of course, that doesn't matter that badly. Jack Pro PC currently leading this group, but he gets loose off of the exit. Twin Triple V sits now the qualifying pack leader. He'll be determining when this race, or when this qualifying session is fully over. As the board looks like Dale Ross has moved himself off crucian, currently now P3 on the board. Dale Ross has yet to win a race in this entire event. He's been running consistently in 2nd for most of the events and on the podium. But I'm sure he wants to come on top of one of these events. I'm sure the Stadium SuperTrucks is one he wants as they make their way through the carousel. There's Ned top of the wall slightly. There's Jack Pro PC, East 951. Jack Pro side by side. There's Ned down the hill. Twin Triple V6 currently run purple on his 2nd sector. Canadian making its way through the chicane as he goes wide. That might have been a corner cut. He's loose and out of it. There's Netta to the pack lead. We have 1 more minute left in this qualifying session if we are out of time, but the leader hasn't crossed the line. You just keep on going, and it'll be based on where the leader is. And Jack Pro nearly spins off of the first turn wall. That was a little bit of a rough one there, but so far Arizona with a clean lead. She currently is qualified 4th place, but this could be her opportunity to potentially get another lap. I think as it's looking, she might be fast enough for another lap as it is. There's Netta now going into the hairpin. Makes her way out of the hairpin. East 951 with a decent looking first sector. 2nd sector, East 951, 21. See, now makes his way through the chicane. This is mainly just a practice for him. Netta now spins out through the chicane on the exit. Costly mistake. East 951 now making his way across the line. He moves up to what would be 6th place. Hotshot Prime though. Hotshot Prime not an improved lap time. Sector 1 is looking great for him, although the rest of it is done. Netta now. This is the white flag lap, I believe. Unless we're already done, but I'm going to assume this is the white flag lap. Because the way it's looking, looks like there's a... So, yeah, we'll count as white. As you guys cross the line, you have 1 more lap to go. As Muffins has moved up to 3rd place, we're on the final lap here. East has an extra lap, as Twin Turbo V sits currently the pack leader. Crucian with a good-looking sector. First sector. Netta very, very fast here, though. As we're going to come over to the checker flag. Twin Triple V6 is going to round this field out, but he spins out. Netta will cross the line as she ends up finishing this. She's going to move up to 3rd. We're done. Make your way around into the pit lane with a cooldown lap. And once you cross the line, you're done with this session. Nice to see these trucks jumping around left and right. It's awesome. Before we line up, though, let me get the grid order. Try not to pass anyone that's finishing up, by the way. We're going to check the wheel side as it will pop up on screen. On the little bottom left part of the screen here. Determining if it is or not. We're going to now roll it. Is it going to be a reverse grid? It's going to be a normal grid today. So we're looking at a normal grid for qualifying results. So we're going to be lined up as it is on the board. Once again, that would be Z. It's going to be the order Jack Pro PC, Twin Triple V sits, Netta, Muffins in 4th, Crucian in 5th place, East 951 in 6th place, 7th place is going to be Hotshot Prime, and 8th place will be Jason. So please do make sure to line up at the end of the pit lane. And again, in the order would be Jack Pro PC 1st place, 2nd place, Twin Turbo V6, Netta P3, 4th place is going to be Muffins, 5th place is going to be a Crucian, 6th place is going to be East 951, 7th place is going to be Primus, and 8th place is going to be Jason. Line up behind me, if you could. I'll actually make up space at the end of the pit lane. So again, Jack Pro PC are gonna be lined up behind me. If you can line up behind my bumper here, yeah, just so we can get everything little more space there for people going straight. It's a bit of a tight pit. Airstone P3. Fourth place is Muffins. Fifth place is Crucian. Now waiting currently on Primus and Jason. East will be in the back of the field. So currently waiting on Jason. Jason, you're going to be lining up. Give up, leave space for one spot because we are waiting on Primus. He'll be starting. He is currently on top of the hill. So we're going to take him a little bit to get back. Meanwhile, we're going to be removing extra trucks, so the lag's a little bit reduced. Excuse me. Alright. It's a little last minute. We already ran qualifying, and we gotta field that'll work. So, we're gonna clear out the field. Primus DMing me. Prime is currently unresponsive. We're gonna wait till 2:15. If he's not here by 2:15, we are going to park him, and he'll be not counted in the overall results.
Where are we parking?
Depends on if Primus comes or not. He's
Oh.
us up. We got time constraints with the Formula BMWs. They're supposed to be coming up a little bit after this. I'll write down the time attack results, by the way.
Eris, why is there a car on the bridge? Okay.
Let's check real quickly, see what the lap record was.
No!
Oh, sorry. That was 23.2. Oh yeah, Eris. Right.
Who's Paul Blart? I forgot.
Twin.
Okay. Eris is harassing somebody. I don't know who, though. What's this? Oh. Anybody want to have a drink before we start?
Well, we're trying to get this one rolling as soon as we can. I think actually, if I recall correctly, the is it on the board? Is it on the grid? I think it's on one spot. We're gonna line the
What
trucks
car
up.
did...
We're gonna actually be lining the trucks up side by side, rather than by the grid spots. And we're still waiting on Prime. He's got 2 minutes here until he gets his truck removed.
This got to be the fastest race of the, yeah.
I mean, Mid's car went by really quick, actually.
I'm parking East for drinking before he goes out on track.
Primus is dropped from the game, so he's pulled himself off. We're gonna remove him.
What car was he in?
He was in the truck there, so we're now going to go off with the event. No one else will be allowed to join. We are now in pre-race, so you guys are going to be lined up side to side rather than by grid order. Well, you'll be lined up side to side on grid order, just not on the grid spots. I'll try to help you guys organize it. We're going to start the pace lap. I was going to do the national anthem, but I really need to get this thing on with. I can't waste any time, so fortunately we'll go without the anthem. Pretty do a lot anyways.
So are they starting from the grid spot then?
We're not starting from those spots. We'll be starting near them. I should mention if you flip your truck here, that is your race. So focus on saving it if you can. That means you. This 951 really playing with his life here. And the order is going to be Jack PC. Also, you need to turn on your noise suppression. I could hear myself.
No, my phone is overheating.
No, like I could physically hear myself.
That's because my phone's overheating.
Okay. Well, you're gonna line up. Stop doing that, guys. You guys are clearly not at the right speed to do it. You're going too slow. And if you're going slow, you should probably be avoiding it. That's the only situation you should, though. If you're just going much slower. So. I'm gonna pull it in, but I'll help you guys line up. So you guys will line up side to side. Try to go 5 marks behind the 5 spots behind the theme. So side by side rather than you know scattered grid. So line up like here. So Jack Pro line up here. Twin line up to your outside. Don't line up on grid spots. Just line up like side by side. Aeronautics gonna line up third behind him, right like about here. Fourth place is gonna be Muffins line up like here. Fifth place is Accrucian. He's lined up fine. He's not. Jason will line up there, and then East will be here. East, you're gonna line up here on the inside. East to the inside. Make up a scene, and you're gonna be black flagged for wasting time. Thank you. Alright. We got our positions now all set up. We are ready to race. We got, looks to be a few trucks. If you guys can make the jump when you start, make the left jump when you start, please. Alright. Assuming everyone is ready, so we're going to start the grid up. Doing the starting procedure. Watch the lights. When it goes black, that's when you go. When you jump, then you're going to have to stop for a second. The lights are all red. And green flag, lights are black. Everyone made a good start.
Here we go, coming past the start finish line. Cars following turn 1.
Jack Pro PC, 3 wide there. East, each
one is
loose in a horrible
spinning.
spot. Air's netted to the inside, makes a good slide job there. Move on Jack Pro, but Jack Pro's going to round it back as they make their way up the ramps on the carousel. Now seeing them make their way through into. Make sure all the laps are good. Laps are good. Jack Pro currently leading. Looks like a good run there by East 951. Start all the way from the back. Now up to second place, side by side with Accrucian. Down the hill, up the ramp as Accrucian spins.
2 spins so far today. I think I see another one back there around as well. Leads first lap. Jack Pro behind him going to be East and Aris. And Jason.
Looks like a good run there.
Here comes Dale.
Between East 951 and Aris Netta. As Aersnet picking up ground here on Jack Pro PC through the carousel, now making the way up into the hairpin. As looks like Jack Pro gets a little bit sideways there, gets onto the wall. Aersnet to the inside. Aersnet making the overtake move. East951, you can see in third in the mixture of this battle. As we're going to make sure really quickly that we're streaming, because if we're not, then we're red flagging. I'm going to check very quickly just to make sure everything's working.
Three-way battle on the front stretch for first right now. Airs pulls ahead of Jack. East behind them.
As Jack Pro makes a move down the inside, he's back up to the point, but Aersneta's carrying more speed, I think, up the hill. They make their way into turn number 1, up on the crest into club sector. And it looks like Jack Pro's going to leave behind Aersneta, as Aersneta's got East951 on her tail. Meanwhile, Accrucian makes a move back and gets away from Jason. Closing in here on Twin Turbo V6. Twin is a master with the rods mods on this circuit. Unfortunately, today it looks more so like a struggle. Here's Accrucian making up ground. Meanwhile, up front, Aersneta closing in on Jack Pro PC. She takes the obliged line. There's the two of them now hopping up the ramp. Can you please get out of the way? Aersneta taps the wall hard, and that could be a big mistake that cost her. Dude, can you get your car out or yourself out of the front stretch, by the way? Jason. Good, thanks. Looks like Dale Ross there off screen made another mistake. He spins out. Aersneta is going to have to make up a lot of ground here. We can see Muffins, I think, picking up ground on East951. Currently running in the podium spot, though. East951 has been decided for this race all weekend. And probably actually a little bit before then, is if you look on the top of the laps, we're on the funny lap, currently 4 out of 20. As Muffins gets really wide and nearly spins out, but they keep it under control. Great save by Muffins, although Aersneta will be able to close in because of that. What'd you see?
Near flip on the ramp off the hairpin.
Jesus. Meanwhile, it looks like Aersneta and Muffins about to battle for the podium spot once again. Aersneta closing in little by little on Muffins and make their way up the ramp into the carousel. And that's a pretty good looking run for Aeris. Aeris now going to try to make a slider down there onto the hairpin, but she's going to tap the wall. Not the best way to take it. Twin Turbo V6 currently on his own race. He's in 5th place. He's only got Accrucian and Jason behind him. As, so far, so good this race has been. Aersneta closing in a little more here on Muffins. Only about a car length between the two. They're now closing in also on East951. Potentially a battle for 2nd place between 3 cars stirring up. They're now into the club sector. Aersneta looking to peek onto the inside of Muffins. They go up the ramp and cross over a little bit through the carousel. Muffins just gets away with it. Aersneta now evenly spaced. East taps the wall. Here it goes 3 wide for 2nd place through the hairpin. As Muffins gets away from Aeris, now side by side with the East951. As Aeris is still in here, 3 wide through the chicane. Muffins gets ahead. Aeris now carrying more speed on the outside. East to the inside. East side by side.
1 car around.
1 car around or upside down?
Around.
Around. We're okay then. East951 side by side with Muffins. Muffins slaps the wall on turn 1. Aerisneta keeping on going up the hill. East951 a little bit onto the grass. That almost spun them out, but they keep it under control. These things are kind of a little bit of a rush tune. They were based off the rods mods, a little bit down tuned, but a little bit also raised. As there's Muffins right on the bumper of East951. Two of them now side by side for the downhill section here. Oh my goodness, and there goes Muffins around. Muffins now around in a bad spot. That's a straightaway. Twin Turbo V6 going to roll ahead and take a spot away. East951 now clear for a podium spot in this race for the time being, although you can see Twin Turbo V6 menacingly right behind a couple seconds. There's Jason now around in a bad spot. Just keep on revving the engine. You'll make your way up. Don't turn up. Don't turn up. Don't turn up. And Jason barely gets over the crest. Not exactly the way you want to have it go, but that's how it went for Jason. Jason having fallen back there. I was looking for a Crucian in it with Jason. Again, another big off-screen mistake, I think, for Crucian. As we now see Eris Netta looking at the gap there. Has it closed in? Yes, it has. About half a second now between Eris, or well, second and a half between Eris Netta and Jack Pro PC. They make their way up the hill. Eris Netta currently holding the fastest lap time. Twin Turbo V6 has also set a very fast lap last time around. As Twin is just going to have to deal with being closer and closer with East 951. Potentially might get a move made towards the end of the race. Eris Netta slaps the inside section of the wall and the hairpin. That's put her a little bit offline when she took it. And let's see now, second sector looked a little bit better for Jack Pro PC. There's now cutting really tight there. So there's now within a second, or now a second and a quarter from Jack Pro as they make their way up the hill.
10 laps to go.
There's now currently purple on her first sector. They make their way around the club sector into the carousel once more. We're almost halfway done with this race. So there's again a little bit of a slap to the wall there, but put her in the right place. That is one thing to say. As East 951 being closed in on, we see a flip. I think that is Twin Turbo V6. The yellow flag race back. We're going to rely off of you guys for pacing. So race back, race to the line. It's going to be between Jack Pro. Jack Pro gets it. Jack Pro starts slowing down. Eris Netta second place. Third place goes to East 951. Fourth place goes to Muffins. And now we're going to see fifth place going to be claimed by a Crucian in his American car. That's a bit of a breath of relief for him, I'd say. And sixth place will be Jason now, making their way up to the line. And unfortunately, that's Twins Day. So we'll be making our way back up here. Hey, do you want to be flown? Or do you already get his car out?
Yeah, it's already on.
Alright. Alright. That is Twins race for him, unfortunately. We're still going to wait for the field to organize itself, waiting on Jason. I think next lap will be the lap we go green. As there's now currently 2 DNFs, I think. One being Primus, the other one was Twin after a flip. Sarah's backing off for some reason there, so if you could please pick it up and try to get again up there. I think you're trying to say something. But might be safer to go up the front stretch. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's there.
Alright, everyone's back up here. We're going to have the lights now turn black. We're going green this lap. And a reminder not to pass until you've crossed the line. Of course, I mean, if it's like the ramp does it, then okay, fair. That'll be the exception, is if something happens on the ramp. Then I can understand that being a little bit of an exception there. There's now goes up the ramp. As East currently, I believe, in third place for this race, but he's got Muffins and Dale right behind. They're going to push hard. Dale needs to back off a bit. Let Muffins by. I think he just coast down this hill, please. Just coast down this hill. And maintain 60 once you're down. Alright, we are now set to go green. Watch your pacing, folks. Watch your pace. Green flag. See the green flag now out. Jack, no. Jack, that's your first warning. If you do that again, you're being pulled from the race. Leaving for Muffin. There's Ned closing in a little bit here on Jack Pro PC. As what has happened to Jason? Jason's still in the group here as we see a dive bomb there between Muffins and East 951 side by side down the hill. As the drivers now make their way into the chicane. And there's a Crucian losing it, but he's kept it going. Good save, but unfortunately that's going to cost him a good amount of pace. The drivers now making their way through the front stretch. As Arisnetta has a good looking nets it off of turn 1 here on Jack Bro. We can see side by side for the lead into turn number 1. Arisnetta is going to try what she can, although Jack Bro gets a better exit off of the club sector into the carousel they go. Muffins on the bumper of Arisnetta.
Okay.
Now looks like Arisnetta bumps into there a little bit. Jack Pro goes wide. Arisnetta to the inside. Arisnetta now side by side for the lead once more into the chicane. Arisnetta dives low and cuts it deep. Jack Pro swoops it through as Arisnetta trying to cut down low. Muffins picking up some ground here on Arisnetta, though it's backed off by the first turn. A little bit of a drift there for Jack Pro. That's a good looking exit for Arisnetta. Arisnetta will clear him by the time they get up the Faux Rouge turn into the club sector they go. As Jack Pro dives down back low, trying to get a move to get by. He's done it. Muffins is right again, back on Aris' tail. Drivers now making their way up the ramp into the hairpin. Arisnetta smacks the wall as Muffin's trying to peek down low into Jack Pro. Crucian pick it up here a little bit on East 951. Meanwhile, Arisnetta will get by will get by Muffins. Muffins tap the wall into the chicane and also goes off the Captain American shield. Arisnetta closing in on Jack Pro PC up the ramps. So we're now 5 laps to go in this short race. This will be the second to last race today. Arisnetta smacks the walls. It looks like Jack Pro did too. She's recovered. Jack Pro now side by side with Arisnetta for a brief bit through turn 1. They make their way into the club sector, now out of it into the carousel, and looks like Jack Pro's going to get away a good margin here from Arisnetta. We're now back down into the hairpin, and we've cleared off the field for the time being. Everyone pretty well spread out. As that is Jason over yellow flag, race back. As that one will go side by side to the line. Arisnetta, who gets it? Jack Pro gets it. Arisnetta second place. The third place is going to be Dale Ross. Fourth place, East 951. Fifth place is going to be a Crucian. We are under caution now.
Where do you flip at?
He flipped off of the backstretch. Yeah, these ramps are very, very devious. Here, I'll give you fly, Jason. That unfortunately would be your race. So we're now down 3 DNFs. So yeah, just fire yourself up. We will see if we could go green this lap. We are already set, so should be good for a little 3-lap shootout. It was Jack Pro that got it. Jack Pro got it. Let him by through the hairpin, go wide. Jack Pro get by Arisnetta. And now we're completely in order. Just coast down to 60, and we'll be good. Some violent racing, for sure, as the drivers now make their way around. Hold your pace. Green flag. We're gonna watch there for a jump there from Crucian, but we're good. We're good. Everything all good. Meanwhile, up front, Arisnetta closing in right on the bumper. Jack Pro, she got a pretty good start off him. As they make the way up the hill, East 951. Thought there was something going on there. Meanwhile, but at the front, Crucian spins out back there. Arisnetta closing in. She's gonna go wide, but that looked like that was a mistake, so I'll let it slide. As Muffin's actually closed in a little bit on Aris. Muffin's now side by side with Arisnetta through the hairpin. As they make their way up the ramp side by side, going down the hill into the chicane. Looks like Jack Pro has lost a bit of time to Eris. Eris going to go wide though. She just saves it now. Muffins gets by for second place, but Eris now right on the bumper.
A Cook's left. That is the current track.
Is a Crucian gone? Yes, he is. We're going to now see a 2-lap shootout with a flag. Order is on the board. It was Jack, Pro PC, Eris, Netta, Muffins. We were under caution. We were under caution. So order was Jack, Pro PC. Jack, Pro, slow down. We're just going to try to get a 2-lap shootout out of this ordeal. Is Jack Pro, Eris, Netta, Muffins, East 951. We got 4 vehicles left, so 4 DNFs. Eris Netta, if you could back off here. Where is Jack Pro? Did you miss his truck?
I got the truck.
Is it gone?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll be going green then. Watch yourselves here. Lights are going to turn yellow. Watch them very close because green flag's out. And we now have a 2-lap shootout to go here. Jack Pro currently holding out the lead of theirs, Netta right behind in second. Muffins has a okay restart East 951 en route for 4th place. Looks like a good line there for Jack Pro. Eris now goes a little bit wide as we're gonna see there. She's giving up a bit of time, so no advantage gained off of that. As they now make their way down into the hairpin. Eris Netta smacks the wall. Muffins now side by side with Eris Netta for 2nd place. Eris Netta dives really deep in there. An aggressive move, trying to get anything she can. She is ahead. Now in 2nd place, evenly spaced with Jack Pro PC. We are now seeing the white flag in the air. Eris Netta closing in little by little on Jack Pro PC, but she's cut it deep. That's a bit of an error for her. Plenty of lap to go here. Is Eris Netta going to get a win, or is Jack Pro going to hold off for the rest of the lap? We'll have to see. Eris Netta is going to skip it again. As we make the way into the hairpin. We're on the white flag here. Eris Netta now evenly spaced with Jack Pro PC. Only a couple more turns to go. Jack Pro spins! Jack Pro spins. Eris Netta en route to win the race. Muffin's gonna push it hard. As Eris Netta gets loose. It's gonna be a close one here. Muffins comes up on top. And one more turn to go. Your race winner is Muffins. Eris Netta finishes 2nd place. 3rd place goes to East 951, and Jack Pro will finish out of the podium. No way! Crazy finish right there. Unfortunate for Jack Pro. You probably were revving the engine while you were probably pressing down the throttle while you were accelerating and you lost traction from that. That's actually what would happen if you're doing that in real life. So. Crazy race finish there. You got your winner. You want to do donuts, you can head to the front stretch. Muffins or not. Alright, no donuts. Alright. Well, that is how the race finishes. We are going to teleport our podium finish stats again. Muffins, Eris Netta, East 951. Not the finish I honestly expected. So, if you could jump out. I think it would be nice to see more. I think Eris, you're actually 2nd, so. Alright. Head to your boxes, and I'm going to take a screenshot here of the podium. That is not the podium I expected. I think I might be interviewing everyone after this race sticks around. I'll take a screenshot in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Eris not staying in the corner like she's mad. Alright, well, first person to interview here today will be Muffins. Thank you, APK, for this. Alright, Muffins is now going to be unmuted. 5, 4, 3, 2. There you go. Alright, Muffins. That was an interesting win.
That was definitely something. I did not expect to win. I was honestly hoping for a solid third finish after what seemed like half the race just battling out with the other two. I think that first caution that really helped me because I was like right at the back, and then I managed to race back all the way up to East. But yeah, that was a good race.
Certainly so, and I am honestly astonished at that finish. Great job. A pretty negative opinion of the trucks beforehand. I'm not sure if that's changed any.
Oh no, that's not changed at all. I hate how the trucks handle. It was fun though.
Fair enough. I mean, hey, if the racing's fun, then the racing's fun. But
yeah.
All right. Thank you there, Muffins. I think that's your first SLC win. We're going to now talk to our second place finisher, Netta. If you want to talk, I think that was probably a pretty frustrating finish for you, but still overall pretty good second.
I'm just really disappointed in myself. I had it. I had that. But I went wide and I had to limit my throttle because the grass on there is deadly. I had to just if I didn't want to spin, I couldn't just floor it to get out of there. So I just kind of had to sit there and slide away and see how everything falls apart. Good job to everyone. Good job to Muffin. I'm still dying inside. Trucks were fun. And lots of death, lots of carnage. I feel like it would be super interesting to have them again. And I want to make a statement for myself. Those ramp skips were not intentional. At least for me, when I went past the curb, my car started touching the sausages and it just had no grip. If I tried to get back on the road, only my front right tire would have clipped the ramp and that would have just flipped me over, and that would have not been good at all.
That's true.
Just trying to make a case for myself.
That is quite true.
My lawyer, I don't know.
Alright. Thank you there, Eris. Now we got one more person here on the podium, and we'll try to see to talk to the rest of the people. But the last podium finisher here, East 951, I think you've been pretty consistent this week.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm just the best, plain and simple. I mean, there's no other way to really put it. I wake up in the morning and I piss excellence, so, just getting podiums for my country.
The British guy won.
I'm not British.
Fuck the British.
Yeah.
Muffin identifies as a girl. He can also identify as American, so it's fine.
That's fair.
We're good.
Huh? Where are you going with this?
Do you identify as an American, Muffin?
No.
Say yes.
I stole the podium from you guys.
Fuck.
From us. Well, I guess that's gonna be it there. Anything about the racing today?
Yeah, it was pretty great. I mean, Muffin's pacing sucks, but other than that, it was pretty great.
What do you mean my pacing sucked? I spun out.
Your pacing is ass, dude. Like on the restarts, man, you sit back so far.
If we're gonna talk,
That's because I'm lagging. It's an American server.
Yeah, let's banter about this in general, please.
Well, then identify as an American, and we won't have lag.
Нахуй.
No, but good job, Muffin.
Alright, well, next up here we have, let me check here. Fourth place was Jack Pro PC. Dominated the race, but had another late race kerfuffle. Bring me through it.
I literally go in a straight line. I do nothing with my controller, and on my screen I see my car spin when it hits the ground. I got no explanation. This is 2 times. One time my controller disconnects, this time the car bugs out. I don't know what to tell you. That's not even on me.
There's something about this straightaway that's just bad luck for dominant drivers. They killed Twin last year on Patriot Grand Prix, and they killed you last race, and I guess this race too. As well as Twin this race, actually. So, yeah, deadly straight there. Assuming that's all you want to say?
No.
No?
Oh, wait. Yeah, can we get a replay on that?
You know what? Let's pull up a replay here on the live stream. I'm gonna get that one.
I have a clip from my
Here, I gotta
POV.
go open the live stream and watch this.
Yeah, no.
I have a clip from my own POV, but the thing is, the clip starts right when when Jack lands.
All right, let's start
It's
this
like
one up. So watch the screen
a
here.
few frames before Jack touches the floor.
All right, we're gonna move this thing up here. Now making the way through. Seems to be the last sector, if I recall correctly. Move this up to a better size. Now through there, and he just spins. So we'll go back there again here for just like a little instant replay. So around the final lap here, he just dies, like straight up there. So that's wild. So I guess that's Jack Pro right there with the spin, but yeah, we're gonna move up to the next person now. One of our DNFs, Jason, if you want to speak there. That was a fun race, but it looked like a little bit of a tough incident there with the same curve that got Jack Pro.
Yeah, it hard. I was doing an amazing job, but I was dropping at the wrong timing, on the ramp, and slipped myself. But the overall is the race is pretty good. I like the Supertruck. I hope we can do this for another year for the Patreon race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Would be nice to see. All right. Thank you there, Jason. I'm sure you want another chance at these to hopefully do well next time.
Yeah.
All right. Next person up is Twin Triple V6. If you do want to speak, that was one of the races ever. It looked like you were pretty excited with how the racing looked, but
yeah, I liked the last few laps. Honestly, this was pretty good racing. Not the best of the season for sure, but honestly, it's like maybe 8 out of 10 for me. But in terms of my race, yeah, it kind of sucked, honestly. I did have pace to probably catch up back to the leaders because I was actually doing faster laps than Jack. But I just screwed my own race just from doing the jump because I just like taking later apexes than most people. So that's kind of how I ended up flipping because the ramp is more towards the left and I turned my car towards the right too much and I just flipped. But yeah, also at the beginning I spun because my camera wasn't fixed. It was just spinning around for some reason. I don't know why. That's just a thing with me and controllers. But yeah, maybe it's stick drift or something. I don't know. Because my controller is kind of old, so maybe it was that. But yeah, unfortunate. But I don't know. Maybe next time if we do this, I might do better.
sure thing. I mean,
And congrats to Muffin's win too.
oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's the first victory for them, I think. So
Yeah, so that's good.
they're one in the club.
New winners.
Been a lot of new winners in SLC these past
Yeah,
few weeks.
it's like probably 3 or 4 new winners within the past 2 weeks, I think.
Yep.
Which is actually pretty good.
Mhm.
Probably one of the highest numbers I think we've had. So yeah, that's pretty good.
Nice truck, by the way.
Yeah. Damn, it's not orange. One banana. Or yellow. I don't know. Or bananas yellow. I don't know. They kind of look a little orange to me sometimes. Depends how you grow them. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. Maybe I'm colorblind.
All right. Well, thank you guys. We are going to close out the stream here. We are really running on a time constraint with the Nets class coming up in just a few minutes. So if you guys are headed to general, go to Tokyo Development. They're about to start their Formula cars. I need to set the map up. Gonna panic. But it's been a great running. So I'll see you guys later. And yes, they are about to run the Formula BMWs, which should be the longest race of the whole weekend. So, good stuff.